The Marvel Studios and Disney versus Scarlett Johansson lawsuit over Black Widow on Disney Plus has been an ongoing saga that's revealed some interesting insight into the company's questionable contracts, let's put it that way. And now, due to some details that we've learned about the settlement, it looks like Disney has won, and significantly won by paying out far less than Scarlett Johansson was willing to take. So this whole lawsuit was over her making money from the back-end / theatrical take of the film, which was estimated to be 1.1 to 1.2 billion pre-pandemic and everything like that. Now, of course, that impacted everything. Disney shifted over to a hybrid release, and they made a pretty substantial sum of money on Disney Plus. Now, of course, Scarlett Johansson and company were like, well, that's breach of contract, so we're suing you for $100 million on the low end. And on the high end was like 150, some reported. So it's shocking to say that they settled for 40 million as it's reported. Now, 40 million, obviously, that's quite a far cry from the 100 million plus that they were asking for. And this report comes in from multiple people, including Deadline. Now, 40 million honestly tracks with her making that amount of money from what they made from the Disney Plus side of it, at least from the numbers we've heard since they revealed the original and then never really kept up with it. But just due to traffic usage and reports, we know how much they made, so that kind of makes sense. And realistically, we know that she was going to settle for that amount of money or less just because it guarantees her another place to work, and it guarantees Marvel Studios and Disney her being, in their good graces, if you will, and she's not gonna trash talk them behind their back. And to her, she locked herself in another project and more than likely a future with Marvel, whether it's executive producing or possibly even directing something, who knows. But she's definitely worked this out in her favor, while Disney obviously won in the end because they didn't have to pay out $100 to $150 million, which would have been like the entire take from the film on Disney Plus, or at least the last report of it. So everybody wins in the end. Disney, I guess, ends up being the ultimate victor here, and Scarlett Johansson sort of paved the way for them thinking about not screwing creators over, which ultimately is the best thing that comes out of this, because now people that go in there and work will get paid what they're owed, which, any way you look at it, that's what this was all about. Because nobody wants to work for free or get told they're going to get paid X amount of money, and then they literally change the contract without telling you, and then you don't get anything, but you still put your work forward. That's just not how that works. So glad to see they resolved them. We got the details, so hopefully this is behind us up until the next controversy.